How to vacuum seal mason jars using the USV20 Chamber Vacuum Sealer. There are a number of ways you can vacuum seal mason jars using the USV20 depending on the size of the jar that you are wanting to seal. If you're vacuum sealing a small jelly size mason jar, you can do it directly in the chamber of the USV20. So all you need to do is fill your jar and then place the lid on top of the jar and then place the jar in the middle of the chamber. The maximum height you can do is roughly 3.5 inches. Now you don't need the ring. All you have to do is close the lid. You can get away with using the lowest vacuum time setting, which is 15, and then press the auto vacuum seal function and it will vacuum seal the jar. You'll notice whenever the vacuum is released in the chamber that the lid is vacuumed on tight. It does not click anymore because it's vacuum sealed on. Okay, and then all you have to do is place your ring on the jar and it's ready for storage. If you are vacuum sealing dry goods and you have a jar that's too tall to stand in the chamber, you can lay it down on its side in the chamber and run a vacuum seal cycle. To do it this way, you will want to place this ring on the lid just fingertip tight, so that way it holds the lid in place but still allows the air to be removed from the mason jar. So place it on its side, close the lid. We're going to use a vacuum time of 15 seconds and then press auto vacuum seal. Once the cycle is complete, open the sealer, check the lid, make sure it's got a nice vacuum, and then tighten your ring around it. If the seal failed, you can either loosen or tighten the lid to make sure you get a positive vacuum. The USV20 also has an accessory port that allows you to vacuum seal mason jars externally. The easiest way to do this is using a mason jar hood. This is the Magic Vac wide mouth mason jar hood. All you have to do is take your wide mouth mason jar. You don't need the ring on there, just the lid itself. You're going to place your vacuum hood over the mason jar, and then you'll take your vacuum hose, attach it to the hood, and then attach it to the sealer. Now, whenever you're running the accessory function on the USV20, you'll need to make sure you press and hold the auto vac and seal button for a full 2 seconds. If you just tap it, you could get the E2 error because it thinks that you're wanting to run a regular vacuum cycle. And it's finished that fast. So then all you have to do, detach your hose to release the vacuum and then take off the hood. Check the lid for the vacuum. There's no clicking. It's vacuumed, and then screw on your ring, and that is ready for storage. If you don't have the vacuum hood at home, you can also use external vacuum canisters to vacuum seal mason jars directly in the canister. This is part of the Avid Armor 3-piece vacuum canister set, and all you have to do is place your mason jar inside of your canister. This is an open mason jar. It's filled. Put it inside of the canister. You're going to place the lid on the canister, and then you'll take your hose, put it inside the canister, make sure you rotate the dial on this canister set to seal, and then place the hose in the accessory port. And then remember, you got to press and hold on the auto vacuum seal button for a full 2 seconds. Now it has vacuum sealed the canister, so what we have to do is release the canister lid, and then we're able to take out the vacuum sealed mason jar. So we'll release the hose, turn the dial to open, remove the lid, and now we can pull out our mason jar. The lid is nice and vacuumed on. Now we can place the ring on there and it's ready for storage. That's it. Those are all the ways you can vacuum seal mason jars using the USV20 Chamber Vacuum Sealer.